Good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back in today's class, day number 19. And today we are going to be start a new topic that is called the email notifications. The point in this topic is that we are not able to, or I can say we are not able to do it completely practical part. What this mean? That earlier it was possible in the PDIs that I can send email and I can receive from, I can receive email from ServiceNow itself in the PDI I'm saying. Okay. But due to security constraints, now this stuff has been stopped. Means neither the emails are going out and neither I can send the email in the ServiceNow PDI. Official instances, yes, definitely we can do, but PDI is not. There are some kind of changes we have to do to enable this part, but I'll not recommend to do that stuff as of now. Okay, so we will see that if it is official instance, that what action, what step you need to be do, and then how this email process will be work for us. Okay, so like we done the SLA part in the similar manner in the email, three things are there. Number one, let's say if I want to send a letter to Sahil, what I need. If I want to send a letter to Sahil, sorry, what I need? I need number one, Sahil. Number two, I need the content to be right. And number three, I need when I need to send the letter. It means like in the SLA part, we have start condition, stop condition, pause condition. Here we have when to send, to whom you want to send, and what it will contain. See, you will not send any blank letter to anybody, right? And you cannot send a letter to anyone unless you will write the address on that particular letter. So same thing happened here as well. But before doing this part, we have to do a little bit more stuff here. What that more stuff? Because email is going out and email is coming in service now. So there are needs some kind of rules, protocols. And I'm sure that everybody who is attending this call know that while sending and receiving this email, we have followed basically two protocols. One is called SMTP and one is called POP3. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol and POP3 to receive the emails. Because ServiceNow says that ServiceNow is a place from where you can send and you can receive the email. But we need a separate server where all this processing will be happen, which we call as an email exchange server. Now we are working in a company, right? And we have our email configured. So what we do, like I'm using Outlook. Outlook is just a client, but actually the emails are coming from the exchange server. Someone is sending email to me, it get checked which address, then it come to my mailbox. Okay, so now let's understand that what are the properties or how we can set up the email accounts in ServiceNow, and then we will discuss the property. A small topic, but not for the one day. It will take 2 days definitely. Okay, but we will check that part. So come here and check the email accounts. This one. Under this come email account. Now there is no email account is available. Earlier, before I guess Tokyo or near about London release, ServiceNow provide the two, what I can say, test email accounts as well, but now it is not available. This work is a one-time activity in the official instances. It is not like every day you have to make a change. It's a one-time fix. Like if I buy a house, it is fixed for next 10-20 years almost. I'm not going to change this house again and again, right? So we have to be configure it here. Here I will enter the details that is it a receiving account or it's a sending account. So and what type of protocol I have to be used, POP3 or SMTP. SMTP is used to send the emails. POP3 is used to receive the email. Remember this, because we don't have any kind of a server with us. I don't have any server, a mail exchange server I don't have. So I cannot put anything like this here. I have to be open the IMAP? Sorry?
The IMAP.
IMAP where?
I saw POP3 SMTP and IMAP.
Maybe some kind of a protocol for email transfers only. No idea, because it's something on the network terminologies. So we use only POP3 and the SMTP. Okay. So we have to be configure these servers. So you have to put the name, you have to be set the type, authentication, server ID like 123.567 like this one. It starts from 256, right? So it's like that only. Then you put the username and the password, and then you put the security like SSL or TLC. Again, it is all a one-time activity. And generally what happens that ServiceNow ask the server detail, username and the password so that they can configure it for us when they are setting up the instance for us. We can do it our side as well, but if you want that this configuration should be done by the ServiceNow, we can ask them and they will do this for us. This is the one part. Second part means second account you have to create for the SMTP for sending the emails. And here the things come from. I'm sure you receive an email from this thing. No reply at xyz.com. Don't reply xyz.com. So it is coming from this particular part. That what email ID you want to put. So generally in ServiceNow it come like this: dev135232 at servicenow.com. It's come like this. Because now they stop completely these properties, these particular options, so we cannot do anything here. Okay, one part. Now, if you're seeing on the top, it say email sending property is disabled. This is what we have to be little understand now, because emails are very crucial. Why crucial? Nowadays, there's a lot of scams happen due to email. People send any email or this, or what I can say, some phishing links will be there and all things will be there, right? So we have to be see that what email property we need to be enabled. So ServiceNow provide two type of properties. One is the outbound, another one is the inbound. Okay. Outbound means when you're sending out. Inbound means when you're receiving inside. This is important because important why? Because it decide. There's another concept which we will discuss called the inbound email action. The best example, let's say there is some issue with Arnav's internet. Okay, and he did not get time to call to the customer care. What he will do? He will just send an email to the customer care email ID and a incident get created. This is called the inbound email action. And to decide that will the incident will get created or updated depend on the properties.
Atul, sorry, can you please explain this again? Inbound email
Okay.
configuration concept.
So what is inbound email action basically? Let's say you are facing some internet issue. Okay. And you are not getting time to call to the customer care. What you will do? You will just open your Gmail ID or maybe the personal ID, put the name or the address of that particular customer care, put the subject, put the description and send. In few minutes, you will receive an email. Thank you for contacting us. Your issue has been raised and this is your incident number. Now, how the system will know that this need to be created incident only. This is called the inbound email action. So we have to be configure it. So that part we will discuss tomorrow, that how I can configure it. But to configure that, this inbound email properties are playing very important role. By sending that email, how the system will know that I have to be create a new incident or I have to be update the incident. Right? So this is important to understand. In our official instances, we have to be enable these two properties. So we'll go first we'll go outbound. Outbound means when I want to send any email to outside the service now to the users mainly. If I say to the users mainly. Okay, so I'm enabling this part. And here the second term come, send the email to this test email address, non-production testing. Let's say I mention ab.sharedmail@lng.com. What happened now practically if I say, and this is what the purpose of this particular property here. Let's say I'm implementing ServiceNow for a customer. Okay, and 20 or 30 users are performing the UAT. UAT means they're creating multiple incidents, change, problem requests, knowledge records. They're moving the problem record, they're moving the change record, they're updating the incident record. And every update, we have to configure the emails. Now, if I did not mention this email address, what will happen? The email will be triggering to the actual users. Let's say I'm doing a testing and I put Arnav name, and Arnav has no idea that what's going on in the background because he's not a part of my project. He received an email. Oh, I did not raise any incident. Who raising this incident on my behalf? And it get confused. He get confused. It's not with him. Multiple users will face same issue. So to avoid that particular problem, ServiceNow say you can put one common email address here. Maybe it's a shared mailbox, maybe a user mailbox, so that all the email will go in this email box only. And this is only for the non-production. only for the non-production. Okay. Don't use this property in the production, because in the production I want everyone should receive the email when he or she raising the issue or the concern. Clear your point, because this is important. Yes or no?
Yes, Atul.
Good. So now come to the next one. Append the time zone to dates and email sent. Create. This is important. This is fine. This is important. Whenever ServiceNow send any email, there is a watermark. Let me show you the email as well. Under the logs, come here, where I can go and check that where the emails are there. This is the place, email under the email log. So now you can see that these many emails sent out. This is what created for by us, right? REQ002. So now I can see what's appearing here. Preview email. We will discuss everything, that how this email has been designed. This is called the watermark. This is a unique ID or identifier of an email. And we are talking about this only. That do you want to show the watermark to your customers? If you say tick box, then it will be appear like this. If you untick this, it will be still there, but not visible to anybody. Because we need for the tracking purpose. Why I should want to show you that there is some watermark or there is some identifier on the email. You're my end customer. I was attending one workshop with my customer, and there's a one person from the ServiceNow was there in that particular workshop. He says we need to work smartly. We should never tell our customers that what technology or what platform we are using to serving them. Right? Now I tried, whenever I log in some website or some portals, I try to find out that is it built in the ServiceNow. Like I gave you example that in India, there is this cab provider. They're using ServiceNow. But I was not aware the time I start working with them. Because I thought it's a normal, they're using some other app or they build something else, but they were using ServiceNow. So this property help for this part. Now here are few codes. Again, these are the network codes or the email codes. Resend email if server return the SMTP error code. If you're receiving these codes, please keep sending the email. And practically saying, don't change anything in this part. It is given by ServiceNow by default, and let's keep that only. And don't put more thoughts that what this code means. 503, 502, 504, 550, 551, 502. Even I'd have no idea on that particular part. So we did not touch that part. Okay. Roles that can view the email in the activity formatter means what role is required to see that email has been sent out or not. Under this, let me copy and let duplicate. Not here. It must be somewhere here, but not here. Here, who can see this part? Here or maybe in the task level they are saying. In the work notes, यहाँ पर. Okay, which role is required? If you notice that this property was enabled or available in the sys property as well. In the sys property as well, this property was enabled or was available, right? So these are the few properties which we need to be take care when we are configuring the sending the email outside ServiceNow. Okay, now I need to receive the email in the ServiceNow. This inbound email configuration. First, click tick. Yes, I want people or the user can send the emails to the ServiceNow instance. How you will identify that this is an email or this email is coming as a reply. The email subject must prefix with either RE, AW, R, accepted, tentative, declined. Right? If I send an email to you and Arnab you reply back to me, what's prefix it say? RE, reply. Accepted, tentative, decline is used for the meeting invites because ServiceNow has a capability to send the meeting invites in the format of the has a capability to send the meeting invites as well, which is in the calendar format. And you can say accept or reject. Same goes for the forward. FW or FWD. These two. Okay. This is a common one. This is the easy one, but now it's come to this part. This is important. Automatically create a user for incoming emails from the trusted domains. What this mean? Let's say Sahil is using a mobile phone or he purchased a new mobile. Okay, it's an Apple phone he purchased latest. Okay, he's facing some issue in the phone, and just to be want to know something more about this issue, he sent an email to the Apple support. That's good. He sent an email and he received an email in the reward. Thank you so much for contacting us. Please log into this website. This is your username and the password. Where Sahil did not log in before in the Apple support and did not have any username and the password. How this happened? This happened with this property. But is it recommended to use this property? That depend on the business to business. And they mention the trusted domains. What are the trusted domains? If someone send an email abc@xxx.com, that's not a trusted domain. If someone send an email to you on this particular domain, I'm sure you will not open that email. You will think, no, it's something can be spam or something can be vulgar, something can be adult content, adult things. This is what is important here. ServiceNow say if you want, you can create the user, but how you will make sure there is a trusted domain, you can use it here. Trusted domains that when creating new users from incoming, if any email is coming from like other than gmail.com, yahoo.com, rediffmail.com, considered as a non-trusted. It means if someone is sending an email from the abc.xxx.com and I mention that this is not a trusted domain, then User account will not be created. Yes, email will be entertained in the service now, but user account will not get created. And this is what we have to be do it here. So by default, this is service now. If you put asterisk, it means all domains I allowed. Legal, illegal, valid, invalid, every type of this I allowed. So very carefully we have to be decide this part. Okay. So please be clear when you're configuring this part. It is not like, okay, I can put anything. No. Once you put, you're getting a problem for yourself. So be careful what you are doing. Now I click on the save. This is the first part we have done. Sorry, second part. Email account is the first part and the email property is the second part. Now is the third part important. You are seeing this fancy email, right? This. Wow, nice. Good image, text, all the things are there. Now let's understand how this email has been configured. The stuff has been configured. We understand two concepts, that how it will be sent and what properties are enabled to send this out or receive this out. But now we need to be see that how this particular content has been designed. Come here and search for the email notification. Not email, put the notifications. This. This is the place where we have to be design this. Where we have to be design this, that how, because if you see this part, if I want to send a letter to anybody, I need three things: the address of that person, the content it should contain, and when I have to be sent the letter. These three things are important here. And now I click on the new. Means I'm defining it. Like we say, when to send, who receive, and what content. Name. I want LNG incident. Incident creation. I want when a incident get created, then this email should go out. So we have to be define the table as well. I want this should be run on the incident table. Here. What this mean category? Now this is the homework for you. This category has a direct relationship with this section. Give a try. This category has a direct relationship with this particular section. Explore it. Then you will come to know that how this has been defined. Okay. So I can put categorize as a, there's a few categorization service now give, like approval category or something like creation, ITSM. चलो ठीक है, अप्रूवल कैटेगरी डाल देते हैं, दिस वन. Okay. Now this is the important part. when to send. When to send means, sorry, when to send, I'm saying, when to send includes send when. Three options: record inserted or updated. Either a record has been created newly in the system, or either a record updated in the system. Creation means when you click save for the very first time or submit, that is a creation. Update means when the record gets generated and you click on the save to update some information. I said inserted or updated. Now ServiceNow say these are the two actions. One is insert, one is update. When you want to send, you want to send on insert or you want to send on update. I said I'm okay to send on the insert. Okay. And conditions. Definitely, if you did not put any condition, email will go out. If you put any condition, it will match and then it will send. So I say condition incident, sorry, not incident, state is new. And let put one more, short description contains LNG. If these two condition matches, then the email should go out. So let's save this. Okay. Now let's give a try by creating a new incident. Even though email will not go out, but it must get captured in the activity log. So I can put caller Arnav and I can put short description as LNG. Save. Because this is what the first condition we have to do. Right? This is the first condition we have to do, when to send. Let me refresh this page and see if we can get the email here itself. It will take time. Let's copy this incident and go to the email logs. And now search. अच्छा, search में भी कुछ नहीं होगा. There is nothing for the search because we did not mention then what it will contain. So it is tough for us to be searched now in the email logs. But some default should be go, I'm sure. No, it's nothing is there. Good. No problem. Let's come here. Because we did not mention that to whom it should go. To whom it should go. So that we have to mention here. I'll come on this part later. This two part. Who will receive? I want to send a letter. Okay, Atul, that's fine. But to whom I should send? That is a question. That is the question, that to whom I should send. So here we have to be mention that who will receive. But now the problem is that If Arnav will create an incident, then Arnav should receive an email. If Sahil create an incident, then Sahil need to be should receive an email. But these two fields are the other one. Here I can mention the Arnav name. But in this case, for every email Arnav will be receiving, which is not a good case. Like on website or in the portal, order has been placed by Eliza and email received by Arnav. So these two things, these two, user and group, if you want to send email to specific users always or specific group always, let's say I say every time email should go Arnav and the best 30. But one thing important to be before I proceed, if you want email should go out, the user must have a valid email ID in their user account. Okay, there's a important point here. This is the important point here. No, Atul, I want that the user who create the incident, he or she should receive the email. Then come here. So on the incident, what we have a created by. This person should receive, or what we have a caller. Then caller must receive. Now it's like a dynamic values. The person name you put here, they will receive the email. This is what we want, right? And the last is what it will contain. A email must have something in the content. What should the subject line? Subject line should be okay. I want subject line should be start with the incident number. Now every time incident number will be changed. So we need to be use the variables here. Let's say incident created and I want the incident number. What we'll do? We click on this part, fields. And what we have a number, right? Let's find out the number. Incident state number and copy and paste it. This is a subject. Subject line you can make anything. Now this is the email body. Hello. I want to put the caller name. And again caller is getting changed. So I'll pick up the caller from here. I'm putting the variable field name, right? Caller, it's here. This one. Hello caller, this. Thanks for letting us. Your incident has been created. And if you want more variables, you can put it like category, business impact. I'm just putting just for the reference, guys. Assignment group assigned to, and click on the save. ServiceNow said, do you want to see the preview here as well? I said yes. Preview notification. On what incident? I said I created one incident called the, what was the number? 10028. INC 001028. And now you can see user to whom this email is going. Arnav is getting fixed. Arnav Chaudhary, Eliza and Sahil is coming from the group. This is what the subject line and this is what the caller. Sorry, body. Now let try to put this group as well. Let put software group. Let put category and email. Let put assign to this. And now let's save this. If the condition matches, email will be triggered for sure. Let's say if email get captured here quickly. Maybe emails are not going out, so it's not captured here as well, but it should capture here. Now come to the email logs and now you can search with the subject. Okay. Why it's not be showing? Let me reload.
Sometimes it takes 20 seconds, no?
Sorry?
Sometimes it takes a bit of time, right? 20,
yes,
30
it
seconds to
takes
generate.
some time.
Maybe that is why.
So last it's showing 21st. See, 27 is just here. And we're in the 28. So it must create quickly. Okay. So we can say that yes, email are getting created. It's totally up to you that how many emails on what condition, what time you want to add the email. Multiple places you can put the email. Incident get closed, incident get reopened, comments had been added, incident assigned to a user. All these things will be there. It is taking time. Practically should not take this much time. Previewing is here and let me try to reload this. Let it be like this. Okay. Now the question comes, what is the homework for you guys? What is the homework for you guys? We're still discussing this part. I'm not saying it's done. Okay. Homework for you guys to be open and check almost incident and request emails, which is out of the box. Go here, search for the notification under this. And search the notification on the incident table. This one. 24 emails. Go and read this, what they are saying. A lot of time people ask me, Atul, I want to do hands-on in service now. And this is a very genuine question. Definitely nothing against, nothing is be wrong here. I want to do the hands-on in service now. Do you have any kind of a project? I said, I don't have any project, but I have one thought which you can use it. Why not you build the same application which is given by ServiceNow? Like incident. You can create your own table, create your own fields, and try to build some similar application to log the incident for a customer. Because you want to do the practice, right? So practice doesn't mean that you have to do it new thing. Practice can be the old questions and the same questions. And This is the second reason I always insist you guys, please check the out of the box, because what we think, oh, Atul teaches this thing, now I can create my own notification. Okay, but before that, let's understand that what is available by in ServiceNow, which is given by ServiceNow to us. Maybe the incident or the notification which I'm creating for my customer is already exist. It's a rework for me then. Okay, now let's come to the second part. Let's see if it's get created or not. No, yeah, something is wrong, I guess. Acha, it will not go. Come on, nobody tell me. We created it for when to send. Now let's put update as well. Let's try to do this now. Hope it will work. Because at the creation time there was nothing has been mentioned. And it don't have any email ID as well, I'm sure. Let's give a try. Hey, hello world. Let's see if it work. The reason can be it's not coming because it don't have a valid email IDs. But David Lou is not a part of that. Yes. David Lou has an email ID. Let's see. Yes. Let me put the David Lou name here because it has a valid email ID. And let me put someone else's name here. Fred Ludian. Save this. Now, hopefully it will work. Hopefully it should work. It will take time maybe. It should display here as well. Chalo, we'll come back here. Now, if I say 90% email notification work has been done, let's understand the last 10%. And tomorrow we will start with the inbound email action. It says this part. Event is fired. What this mean? I'm sure that in your company you have to be fill or you have to be do your appraisals as well. Like you have to put your self inputs and then an email will go to manager and he will fill or she will fill your feedbacks and all the things. Until unless you did not fill the appraisal, you start getting the reminders. Please fill your this thing, please fill your this thing, or maybe you have to do some uploads, document uploads, which is must, and if you did not do, you start getting the reminders. This is called the event is fired. What this mean? That in the background we write some script which go in the database and check the things or check the records as per our condition and send the email. Ultimate goal is to sending the email. How it can be sent? It depends on the direct way inserted, updated, or event is fired. The best example of event is fired is the SLA. So you have to be read about the SLAs as well. This one. Like this. SLA breach. Param. So you can see this is working. Event is fired. Means when this email will go out in the background in the system, it will go in the database. It will go and check that how many SLAs are breached now. Because event means something which triggers from the system itself. Action is not taken by the user manually. This is what this event is fired mean here. You are sleeping in the night and you receive an email. Please work on an incident. SLA is about to breach. A 75% SLA has been breached. 95% SLA has been breached. How these emails are triggering? This is what the example here. And the last option is called the trigger. What is trigger? I go and do something. That is what the trigger here. It can be done via some flows as well, workflow or the flow. Some trigger happen. Okay. Generally, we use these two options. Insert record, inserted, repeated, and event is fired. This is important. And event fired, this events has been defined in the events table. How to find out? Go here and events. Go to the system definition here. Events, not event log or this one, system log or this one. If you go, you can find out it's a log. Let me check this one or something different. No, these are the logs, not this one. I did yesterday. Yeah, kahan gaya ye? Show events. Maybe I have to do some registry work and then I have to go there. And then you can create the events. But here a coding is required in the event because you have to be put some condition. It's not like a drag and drop will work. Okay. So you have to do that part. The only thing which is with here, because when we saw this, let's see if anything happened with this. ये देखो ये रहा. So this is what the email which we configured. Let's say the preview. Atul, what is this? Completely messed up. Right? You don't like this particular options. But let's see, do we have this thing? We don't have. Why? Because in the properties we uncheck that. Right? So watermark is not there. Now the question comes how we can make this section as a good structure format. And that thing is coming from this option. What it will contain. You can put the pictures, you can put the video, you can put the table. And there's a one thing which is important called the email templates. This, you see this right in the preview. We are getting this option. This. Your another homework is that click on this notification preferences and see where you are landing it. This is coming because we have defined this in the template. Template means either you send a message, when you send an email, you want that my signature should be always should be come in the email with proper company address, email, logo, all the things. You cannot put all the time this copy paste in the email when you're writing it. So we define the templates. So this is the one template given by ServiceNow. Let's say this one. I have another templates as well, like this. Let's say resolve. and save. Let's say this thing and click on the preview notification. Come on. Preview notification. Arey yaar, what's happening? This one. Okay, it's still there. Let me check. Did we make changes? Yes, save. And let me try to be open this again. And now scroll down and see. Now it is still same. It means we have to be re-trigger the email. So if you change the template, because if you notice that as soon as we change the template, few contents are available here. Do you want to mark it HTML? It's like it should go as plain text. You want to include attachment. You want to omit the watermark. Push messages basically is used for the mobile notifications. You want to put the importance as well. Hi, yes. You want to put from and reply to. Like if you notice when you raise or receive any email from the no reply, two email IDs are there. One is from, one is reply to. So let me save this and let's go what it contains. Did we make change anything in the when to send as well? Go to when to send. Yes, it is event file, so it will not work for us. So we have to go this and save. Now you create minimum 4 to 5. That is what my standard homework is there. 4 to 5 emails. Sorry, emails I'm saying, yeah. Create 4 to 5 emails, one for creation, one for update, one for comment edit, one for maybe I can say assign to a group, one for closing, one for resolving. For all these things you can create and use the different templates. If you want, you can create the emails on your own table which you create on the day 5 or day 6. You can create, that's fine. And then come in the logs and check is that email is getting triggered or not. Like if I go here and I say this thing, welcome and save. And now let's go back here and check. Stuck. What happened? Assign to you, and let's say the preview email if something get changed. No, I have to go back to the logs only. There's the problem with lot of logs get generated here. Emails, go here. Okay, only one is there. Maybe it's get time. It could take time to be update because this is the old one. It's 6:48. We're on the 7. So this is the way that you can create the emails. You can update the emails and then you can send the emails. Any question? And Sahil, Eliza.
Yeah, Atul, one question.
Question.
You mentioned the trigger conditions, right? One is creation and updation, one is events, which you explained. For trigger, I was just wondering about the use cases. So trigger could be approval of a certain workflow or rejection of a certain
It can be
workflow
that as well, or
or
it
change
can be
in the
like a
state
schedule job as well, something triggering in the background.
schedule job as well. Yeah. For example, say change in the state of the item, something like that, right?
Something like that you can say. Mainly trigger is for the approval perspective.
Approval perspective. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So any last question before I stop the recording?
One last question is in the email body, you there is this take me to the ticket link as well, right? Take me to the ticket, something like that. So where does that come in the body? I just wanted to see once.
This one you are saying, let me open this. This one.
Yeah, to the
This is
incident.
something I can say out of the box
Out of the box.
because we
Okay.
did not write anything for this. Or if you want to see, not out of the box, if you want to see what you can do, you can go here and search for the templates, email templates.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's coming from the templates only. Okay. This one, view temp, not this one. Uh, 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 email templates. Wait, let me open this one and see which table it is. Open the record. Okay, this is event templates. So you can see from here, it is coming from somewhere this part. So go to this table.
Mm-hmm.
Let me open this.
Sys-
I'll So here are the templates are given. So we were using the preferences, right?
Right.
This one. If you open it, there's some coding has been also mentioned somewhere.
Uh,
It's a subject email layout that how the email will look like.
mm,
So mainly this is come from the template specifically, otherwise out of the
right.
box. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me stop the recording and I will take the attendance now.